Somewhere right now, you are staring at a stream choice form, wondering what a degree in mathematics or biology will actually be worth in 10 years. Let's address the uncomfortable truth immediately. If we are talking about raw calculation or biological data processing, AI is already faster than any human being alive. It can find patterns in a genetic sequence or run statistical regressions in a fraction of a second. If you rely solely on your ability to memorize formulas or manually crunch numbers, you will be replaced. This matrix shows how expertise is shifting. Historically, value came from processing information. By 2026, software handles the processing. Your value is contextual judgment. This is the accountability gap. Algorithms predict instantly, but they cannot go to jail, lose licenses, or earn human trust. That specific gap between producing a number and taking legal and moral responsibility for it is where true job security lives. Today, we are mapping 5 heavily data-backed careers, 3 for math, 2 for biology, that operate entirely inside this gap. We begin with the math stream, the data scientist. The irony of this massive growth field is that it exists specifically because companies are building more AI. Picture a retail company's AI predicting that a segment of loyal customers is about to churn. The algorithm is technically accurate, but it misses the external context. It doesn't know a competitor just launched a heavy discount campaign. The AI produces a raw number. A human decides what that number means in the real world. The input required to get here starts with deep statistical fundamentals. You layer basic Python programming on top of that, along with SQL, so you can manipulate structured databases directly without relying on software engineers. This career scorecard illustrates the outcome. The field is projected to grow by roughly 35% through the early 2030s, with mid-career global salaries clustering tightly between $85,000 and $140,000. You carry the responsibility of explaining to executives why an AI's mathematically perfect conclusion might actually be the wrong strategic move for the business. You trade the quiet comfort of pure mathematics for the messy, high-stakes ambiguity of corporate strategy. If you want to move away from fast-paced tech and into slow, methodical risk assessment, you look at becoming an actuary. Your daily function is calculating the statistical likelihood of future events, accidents, shifting life expectancies, economic downturns, to determine multi-decade pricing from massive insurance and financial policies. AI can build these statistical models faster than ever, but regulatory frameworks require a licensed human being to formally sign off on that risk. Your personal professional license is directly tied to the company's financial exposure. The input is brutal. You will spend years passing a demanding series of internationally recognized credentialing exams, often studying while working a demanding full-time job. This scorecard shows what you get in return. Median salaries comfortably scale from $100,000 to over $200,000, paired with a nearly flat line of economic stability across recessions. You secure a level of long-term career stability rarely found elsewhere by explicitly taking on the legal and financial liability that algorithms are barred from holding. Contrast that methodical pace with our third math path, the cybersecurity analyst. This is an environment built on high adrenaline and real-time triage. Here is the core paradox of the field. AI is building powerful automated defense systems, but it is simultaneously arming attackers with entirely novel, unmapped threats that those automated defenses fail to recognize. Entry requires mastering network fundamentals from the ground up, followed by baseline global certifications like CompTIA Security Plus. You cannot defend a system you do not understand at a technical level. The outcome is immediate entry into a market facing a worker shortage measured in the millions. Global salaries in developed markets range from $92,000 to $138,000. The trade-off is intense. You are forced into a high-pressure environment where the problems are completely novel, the incoming threats are constant, and the work is never permanently solved. This path is strictly for students whose psychological profile thrives on constant adrenaline and navigating live crises without the promise of guaranteed closure. Shifting to the biology stream, we enter the high-stakes world of clinical research and drug safety, specifically pharmacovigilance. An AI tool can easily scan millions of global health reports to flag a tiny cluster of side effects for a new medication. But deciding if that cluster is a deadly safety signal requiring a product recall or just a statistical coincidence requires human biological intuition. The input here is a foundational biology degree, layered with highly specific clinical safety and regulatory certifications, designed to navigate complex international health laws. The Career Scorecard highlights an $18 billion industry, with salaries spanning $70,000 to $100,000. But the stress profile points directly to the heavy moral weight of public health. You take this path if you are willing to navigate massive international bureaucracy, because you know your specific decisions will directly impact real human bodies. Our final biology path acts as the essential bridge between the cold output of AI models and the frontline reality of human medicine. A hospital AI might correctly predict a patient's readmission risk score, but a human analyst must translate that raw algorithmic output into a clinical reality that a doctor actually trusts enough to act on. You build this career by combining core biological knowledge with technical statistics and healthcare data tools, giving you entry into the medical sector without the time or financial cost of full medical school. This scorecard reveals highly accessible entry into the medical tech sector. The trade-off? You will spend your days fighting to earn the trust of deeply skeptical medical staff. Success here depends on having the communication skills required to convince a doctor that an algorithm's output is genuinely safe for their patient. This decision tree maps out how these 5 paths align with your own psychology. If you choose the math branch, ask yourself, do you thrive on real-time crisis like a cybersecurity analyst, or do you prefer the deep, methodical analysis of an actuary or data scientist? On the biology branch, determine your drive. Are you motivated by strict regulation and patient safety and pharmacovigilance, or by optimizing complex tech systems as a healthcare data analyst? To build a resilient career over the next decade, you cannot hide behind a computer screen or let the AI make the final call. Professional security belongs strictly to those who embrace the friction of looking a stakeholder in the eye and saying, I stand by this decision. Review the data, select your stream, but make your final choice based on the specific flavor of stress and accountability you are willing to carry. We covered the 5 careers that resist AI automation and roughly what they pay. If you haven't watched that breakdown yet, start there. But knowing a destination and knowing how to actually get there are 2 completely different things. A list of job titles is useless without a precise map detailing the exact sequence of steps to start. Before we continue, grab a notebook or open a blank document on your screen. You need to write this down. By the end of this video, you will have a customized 1 to 4 month starting sequence for the career path you choose, outlining exactly what you need to do starting this month. If you find yourself stuck choosing between these 5 paths, we can narrow the list down right now by asking 3 honest questions. This decision tree divides your options. First, prefer abstract numbers or biological systems. This splits your paths. Second, want a highly structured credentialing system or a flexible portfolio-based route. Third, what is your risk tolerance? Comfortable with slow, steady progression or fast, self-directed pacing? Write down your answers. Locking in your preference for numbers versus biology, structure versus flexibility, and steady versus fast pacing will save you years of aimless career switching. Let's map out the fast-paced, flexible math paths. For data science, the trap is trying to learn statistics, programming, and machine learning theory all in parallel until you get overwhelmed and quit. This chronological 4-month sprint starts with statistics. Month 1 focuses exclusively on probability and distributions before touching code. Months 2 and 3 add Python and SQL, specifically for cleaning and visualizing datasets. By month 4, your sole goal is building one complete documented project. The cybersecurity track follows a similar chronological sprint, but the correct starting point requires hands-on networking practice rather than passive reading. In month 1, you focus on core network fundamentals, how data actually moves, and what firewalls do. In months 2 and 3, you immerse yourself in free virtual practice labs, identifying and responding to simulated attacks. Your specific target for month 4 is preparing for and passing the CompTIA Security Plus certification. This is the literal minimum requirement to bypass HR filters for entry-level analyst roles. Both of these tech-heavy paths require strict discipline. You master the fundamentals in a strict sequence before moving to complex tools or certifications. If you chose the numbers route but prefer high structure, the actuarial path runs on a formal, recognized multi-year exam system. Your exact first physical step is to go to your country's recognized actuarial body and register for the foundational probability or financial math exam. Look at this split timeline showing how the process works. You do not wait to finish all your exams before working. You apply for an entry-level analyst role at an insurance or financial firm immediately, while studying for that first exam. This multi-year timeline is explicitly designed to be completed while working. You earn your credentials gradually, meaning you start building a salary and industry experience on day one. For those on the biology side of the decision tree, completing a raw biology degree is insufficient to survive AI automation. You need practical bridges to translate that classroom knowledge into the real world. For clinical research, your sequence starts with securing lab exposure while still in school. After graduation, you immediately enroll in a dedicated pharmacovigilance or clinical certification program. Your target outcome here is securing an entry-level clinical research associate role. This is the exact environment where you build the real-world regulatory judgment that software cannot replicate. If you are targeting healthcare data analysis, your sequence must run concurrently with your biology degree, rather than waiting until after you graduate. This parallel path graphic shows how this works in practice. Alongside your core coursework, you learn basic statistics in Python, and you immediately apply those skills by working as a university research assistant. In the biological fields, classroom knowledge means very little on its own. You have to actively place yourself in environments that test your biological judgment against actual clinical trials and messy health data. No matter which of these 5 paths you wrote down, there is one critical mistake that ruins all of these carefully mapped roadmaps: mistaking passive consumption for actual skill building. Watching tutorials about Python without writing a single line of code teaches you nothing. Reading about security networks without ever configuring a lab builds zero intuition. Real skill development happens through messy, hands-on practice, not flawless, passive observation. Nobody ever feels fully ready before they begin these careers. Your success depends entirely on your willingness to endure the slightly uncomfortable feeling of actual practice early in the process. Look down at your notes. You started with 5 broad career titles, and you now have a single, customized starting sequence mapped out. The professional world does not reward waiting for the perfect moment. It rewards those who start the unglamorous first step today, while everyone else is still researching what they might do someday. Close this video window, open a new browser tab, and execute the exact first step on your timeline immediately. If this breakdown gave you an actionable starting point instead of just vague advice, subscribe to the channel. Let's keep turning research into real steps together.